Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on tonight's episode, we're going to be continuing where we left off. Now, tonight is something a little different. I have not played this tune in quite some time. Some of you may recognize the name. It is a variation of my cleric's name, obviously, but it is my Necro who we are playing tonight. He is level 13. And I am looking for places to go, so maybe not in the level 13 range, because I'm hoping to play him quite a bit tonight. He's very close to getting 14. I was going to go over to Ocean of Tears. I have not done any killing in Ocean of Tears since I have been back. So preferably, I would kind of like to check maybe that zone out, or another zone, maybe in Kunark, places I have not been a lot with my mains or my other alts that I have, because I tend to be more group-oriented than anything else. If there's not a group made in a zone, I'll make one. If there's nobody in that zone, I'll leave and go to another zone, or I'll bring people from other zones to make a group in that one. I am very, very much group-oriented, but I am hoping, at the very least, to play this guy solo. Now, I may talk about group aspects from time to time with this guy, simply because I know nothing about necromancers in solo aspects. So, yeah, I'm gonna be learning as we go, and if any of you guys have tips, I definitely could use them. Anything. Don't feel bad if you're like, oh, that's noobish stuff. I'll take it. Like anything you got. So, yeah, leave those down below. But we are instead going to be going over to Befallen. Now, I have been to Befallen many times before on some of our alts. I have not soloed there, though. And the reason I'm not going to Ocean Tears is because Sister Island is what I read online would be really good to around level 13. I'm about a bubble from 14, so that's not going to work. But I do want to go over there. So, yeah, those NPCs sound cool. You know, like I get to kill guards or NPCs with my Dark Elf. That's pretty amazing. Like, I want to do that. So, again, any clues on guards that I can kill that don't completely and totally mess up my guy's faction? Again, he's a Dark Elf, so he's not too concerned about that. But I would prefer to stay away from, like, Dark Elf guards, obviously. You know, I guess you could go down that route, but I'm hoping that I don't have to. But yeah, Befallen is a pretty cool zone. I'm also a little low. I only have about a stack and a half of bone chips, so I think Befallen would be a good kind of beginner place for me to relearn my character. I say relearn with a grain of salt kind of mixed in there, because I never really knew Necros to begin with. So I will be relearning the small amount that I already knew, and then learning all for the very first time what I don't know about Necros. Now, the little bit that I do know about Necros pretty much comes from my Shadow Knight. And anybody who's played a Necro was probably shrieking in their seat right now, being like they're night and day difference between each other. Yeah, there's a few spells that overlap, but other than that, like there's not a big commonality between the two classes. I have seen that for myself as they get higher and higher level. I'm hoping, because he is lower level, the spells that I was used to on my Shadow Knight, because I got him all the way up to max level. I think level 60 was the max at the time on live with that guy. I'm hoping that the spells that I'm used to on my Shadow Knight are at least kind of in like the mid to like 25 to 30 range on this guy, but there's no guarantee. Now, I do not believe I have Feigned Death yet. Let's look through the spells that I have up on my bar, and we'll look through our spell books in there. Now, this will be a little slower. It's going to be a lot of soloing, so, you know, there's going to be some downtime. It's not going to be the fast pace, you know, constant killing that you will see with my other videos with the group of guys that we do those videos with. Also, the conversation will be, you know, like when I'm in a fight, especially if it's a bad fight, I'm going to concentrate on that. I'm gonna really be watching the fight to make sure I don't die, and that I can do the best that I can do. A lot of time I get distracted by the commentary, so I'm going to try not to do that. Now, this can be hit and miss in here, guys. We're going to give it a shot, but if somebody has been killing, I believe the rat is the placeholder right here at the entrance. There's a chance that that level 25 or 30 mob can spawn right here, and there's not much you could do about it at this level. Maybe somebody high level will come in and kill it. We may have to go over to Oasis, but I wanted to give this a shot. I'm hoping he's not up. I really, really, really hope he's not up, and we can kind of come in here and just kill some stuff. But let's go ahead on the assumption that he is not here, and we will summon a pet. Now, when I was looking on the wiki about the description for these pets, because in-game has no description for them, it says it can summon a pet between level, I think it's 9 to 11. I don't know if it's as worth it for Necros, unless they have tons and tons of bone chips, to resummon this again and again and again. Let's get full mana before we go back out there. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth it to, you know, take them down and resummon, take them down and resummon. The Malachite, I think, is what mages use, is fairly inexpensive. I mean, it really doesn't cost that much, and it stays the same price as you level. So the more money you make, the same price, no matter what. Bone chips, yeah, kind of the same price. 10 platinum a stack. You go through 2 bone chips at this level. I have heard with other necromancers at higher level, you only go through 1. That will be pretty amazing. And then maybe I won't mind, you know, taking it down and resummoning it. But let me know your thoughts on that, guys. And this guy icons green to me, and I'm level 13. So I guess he would be green if he's level 10. He's 3 levels lower than me. Maybe blue. He probably would be blue. So he's probably level 9. He's probably the lowest level I can get out of this pet. And maybe not the best one to keep. But we'll see how he works. If he dies, we'll know to... yeah, I think this is the rat we do not want to kill. So we'll leave that guy there. Don't tell me I'm attacking him. No. Okay, good. Let's see how many other people are in the zone. Not too many. There's a level 9 bard and a level 10 monk. So there are a few in here. Now, I don't know how well I'll be able to solo this. You know, there's some group pools in here. Maybe this side is the wrong side to go to. But I bet you more than anything they're camping the key, the Shadow Knight in there. Actually, everything in here is dead. There's usually a few mobs. Let's take a look. Maybe they left somebody behind the rock. Nope, these are all dead. Let's take a look inside this room. This may be a bust. It may already be taken. Hopefully we can share a little bit over there. I do love the fallen bookcase, though. Doesn't really make a lot of sense where this rock came from, unless there would be a hole in the roof or in the wall. But I'm just going to assume they meant to put a hole up there or something. Now... let's see. I have been thinking a lot about Pantheon, because Pantheon is supposed to be like a resurgence of what Everquest Classic was, but it's going to be new, and they're going to be adding things to it. I kind of hope that they take on a little bit more of, you know, the ambiance of a zone. Like this zone right here, it really, really takes on a life of itself. I mean, it's so cool to come into a place and really just get a feel for something drastically different from anything around it in all directions. That's not something you normally run into. Okay, so we got a giant rat here. He's green. How about a putrid skeleton? He's green too. We are going to try the putrid skeleton. I'm going to send my pet in. Hopefully the pathing is not too bad. And I'm actually just going to sit and watch. I want to see how well my skeleton does against this one. That's going to give me an idea of the level range. Now, I do believe if the pet does more than 51% of the damage, the experience gain is really, really bad. So you kind of want to make sure it doesn't do all the damage for you. But again, I'm not even sure I'm going to get experience out of this. And I didn't. So yeah, that's a little too low. So I might have to move in a little deeper. There's a cloth veil. I actually just upgraded a few of my pieces. You'll see I'm using a Froglet Bonecaster robe. I mean, that's a little cheaty. And I'm also using the Sorcerer's Bowl, which I got from the Tower of Frozen Shadows. Where's the other item? I did have this item originally on me, and it is primary and secondary. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It doesn't let me put it on my secondary slot. So I don't know if that's something that you get to open up, or if you don't get to dual wield, then you don't have to have... Don't let you have 2 items on your bar. Maybe I need to get a shield or something along those lines. I don't know, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to use both. I mean, it's a nice item. Those are green as well. Might have to go a little deeper. Let's see. You're green. And the fact that they're not attacking me right off the bat when I open up the door. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to give me experience. Alright, let's see if I think I have a key, actually. I saw it on one of my backpacks. Let's close that down. I don't know why I'm clicking on all these buttons. I have a splintered wooden key. That might be the key that we need, so let's check that out. It is! Alright, so we do have the key that we need. Putrid Skeleton is dead right here. Yeah, somebody's just come down here. In fact, I can't loot the corpses because they're that fresh. Wow, everything is dead. Let's take a look. Are they fighting something? They sure are. A zombie. Let's see. Okay, so it's blue. Yeah, level 10s. So I would have to go down there to get experience. So that's not going to work. I don't want to jump past them while they're here. There's very few times you actually come to this zone and find people in it, let alone down in like a little small group. So we're going to let them have that. I wish I could hunt here though, man. That'd be really, really nice. Bone ships alone. What about this skeleton lord? He's even. Ooh, I don't think you get a lot of experience from him, and he's actually part of a quest. But we might give it a shot. You know, even as is iffy. I don't know if we could do even yet, but yeah, we'll try it. We'll try. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, let's get ready to die. In fact, let me check. I want to see where I am bound. East Karanas. East Karanas. I'm bound in. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's change my bind. Hopefully I have the spell, because I am not staying in East Karanas. Oh my god, can you imagine if I had died over there? Ugh, yeah. Okay, this is what happens when you don't play a character for a while. Okay, so where is my bind? Did I already pass it? I do not see it yet. Okay, so not on the first page. I need to organize these spells. These spells look so bad. Okay, should be... there we go. Bind Infinity. Okay, so I want to take down Fear. Yeah, I'm not going to use Fear in here, so that's not really a spell I need to worry about. Let's get Bind up. I did come over here to this zone just the other night with my warrior, and I was kind of just running through and farming the bottom regions of it. If you jump down the well, it's amazing. Like, you can just bypass all the doors. However, most people have a very different version of experience with that well. You jump down the well because you're looking to see what might be down there, and you accidentally fall. And when you accidentally fall, you're really low level, and there's no way for you to get back up. And in fact, you know, they will attack you immediately upon falling down there. I believe there's like 3 or 4 mobs, and if you are low level, they're probably going to one-shot you. Ooh, a large skeleton. Oh, we got a large skeleton. All right. Where are you at? Where are you at? He's blue. All right, so there are a few mobs here. I'm going to let my pet go ahead and get that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put Engulfing Darkness on him. I like that spell. It lasts for a long time. It's relatively low on mana, I believe. In fact, let me look at that to make sure, because I could be wrong. I know it is for a Shadow Knight. 60 mana cost on that one. And you can see down here. In fact, let me put... I have my things all over the place. I don't understand. Why is my main chat right there? Okay, let's... Yeah, I told myself I was going to be paying attention to the fight. I'm doing everything other than pay attention to the fight here. Oh my god, my pet is about to die. Keep blood. Okay, pet, you you did good. You did good, my friend. Unfortunately, you have a master who's very, very bad. Very, very bad. Come on, die. Die. Oh, there you go. And I should have got all the experience for that. So, you were a good pet while you lasted. And I'm going to take a weapon just to throw it on my pet, just because we have it. And, you know, why not try to use it? So let's go ahead and summon another pet. Maybe we'll get lucky here and we'll get a pet that's a little bit higher than level 9. We could roam around the bottom floor. If that was blue, there's a chance that others will be as well. And he is blue. Okay, so that might be worth it then. All right, so let me look at my conversation bars down here, my chat bars, just so that I can... I want to put my spells on 1, and guild chat, I believe, is usually here with group. Oh man, it's like, I don't know why I have to do this every single time. All my characters are usually the same, and if they're not, it drives me nuts. Okay, so we do got another person here. Holy crap, it is busy tonight. A level 11 mage. Okay, so I am going to put Says over here. And I am going to put my spell... worn off? Yeah, I'm going to put spells have worn off over here. And my spells... how about all? Mine, no, just mine. Okay, so we're going to put mine over here. And I believe that should work. And if you guys have better tips on like how to rearrange those things so it's not that's such a crazy little thing down there. Oh man, I'm already at 58% on my magic because those spells are actually pretty draining. Okay, so mana cost on Poison Bolt isn't too bad. Let me scroll up. How much did Poison Bolt do? Poison Bolt did 5. Did 5 a tick, so 30 mana, not too horrible. Heat Blood did the most. Heat Blood did 17. Let's do that one. 17 damage on Heat Blood, but it's 72. And then Engulfing Darkness did 11, but I think it lasts for a very, very long time. So for an extra 12 mana, we could get an extra 6 damage per second. Of course, they stack, so that's really nice. And I'll probably end up having to use it on this guy for sure. So let's met up. I believe those are the only dots that I have. I do have Life Draw, which is good. Disease Cloud. I have Disease Cloud. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so let me move these down. These are a little too high. I still want to be able to see the target that I'm attacking in case I ever have to look at items or spell icons or whatever the case may be. So let's move these down a little bit. So Disease Cloud is only 10 mana. That's actually... Yeah, I'm just making sure. Yeah, none of those override each other. So Disease Cloud is 10 mana. Wow. That must only do like 4 or 5 damage. We'll find on the next one what it actually does. But, I mean, Poison Bolt is 30 cost on the mana, and it does 5. So if this thing does anything close to the 5... I don't know if we really want to use Poison Bolt all that much. Disease Cloud might be the thing to do. Although I do know for Disease Cloud, you get a lot of aggro. This is a spell that is really geared towards Shadow Knights. If you use this as a Shadow Knight, you're going to take the aggro off of the enemy. Later on, you get Vortex, and that takes the aggro off of the enemy. So I don't know if my pet will be able to hold the aggro. Maybe I have to wait and use it like towards the end of the fight once he's, I don't know, build up a little bit of aggro range or something, maybe, but... We'll see. He is even. My pet's blue. I'm going to be throwing dots on this guy maybe too soon. I'm going to try to get it on there as soon as possible. I'm worried about the aggro. Not quite sure how bad the aggro is. I know Engulfing Darkness aggro is really low. Heat Blood I don't think is all that much. And Poison Bolt I have no idea. So let's go ahead and take those down. Oh man, 93%. We're going to wait to 100. It's against my nature to wait until like the opportune time. I'm usually trying to rush it and get in there and get that kill and get that experience. But I am a little bit hesitant with this guy just because, well, you know, you guys know how this works. I don't want to die. And this Lord, if I remember right, he's a little bit of an undercon. If I remember correctly. Can I not con this guy? Oh, there we go. I must have scrolled up. Yeah, so indifferent. Okay. You ready? We're at 99%. Let me get that one. There we go. We are now officially ready. Get in there. Let's go with Engulfing Darkness. I do have a min spell for my pet, so we might try that one. We'll spread it out a little bit. Let's see. Min Bone, so let's try that. In fact, let's see how much that costs. 25 mana costs. That's not too horrible. Actually did quite a bit. Let's go ahead and use Poison Bolt on this guy now. And the spells are not going over here to my chat window. Pet's still doing good, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to go ahead and heal up my pet a little bit. Let's get back to the Skeleton Lord. Let's go with the Disease Cloud. And we'll... No, we don't even need to put another one in there. Oh, but the pet is almost dead. Let's see, can we save him? I guess I'm going to duck that out because the pet will go back up in life pretty quickly. Experience I gained off of that, about a half a bubble it looked like. a blue. So, you know, not horrible. Not fantastic either, but not horrible. Let's sit back down. Skeleton Lord has taken a golfing dart. Now, why on earth? Oh, it's begin to cast spells. So, then what would it be? Ticks maybe, but does it say? Let's move this up so I can actually see what I'm looking at right there. Of course, it still goes all the way to the very bottom. All right, well, we'll move it all the way up here then. Spells. Pet spells, focused effect, non-melee hits. Non-melee hits, maybe? Let's go back over here to filters. We'll do spells, and we'll get mine. We'll leave the ones that have worn off over here just so we can get that message if it works that way. That used a little bit of mana, but it regenerates pretty quick. So let's check in here. I think I heard the door open, so somebody might actually be in here. No, nobody is in here right now. Let's see, what level are they? They're still green, but they might be... There's a putrid skeleton right there. He's green as well. No, and the fact that they're not attacking. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I wish I could go to the second floor. Come on, let's take one last look. See if anybody's down here. I can remember where I put that key. For all I know, they might have moved in deeper, although they're only level 10, so I doubt it. They're actually not in the zone anymore, so I think we might have it to ourselves, guys. Now, this is going to be a little frightening. I don't know what level this room is. And if it's really, you know, really high, or even like bluish, I have to take 3 of those on at the same time. That could be kind of rough. So let's take it real slow. We're going to kind of watch out for respawns up there. And we'll see what we can get ourselves into. Now, I'm at 90% mana. Maybe not the best idea to kind of go looking at this point. I am taking my pet with me rather than telling him to sit. See, that's still blue or green. Let's tell him to go after that. We'll kill this thing off real quick. I even throw... Actually, I'm not going to throw anything on that. He's dying way too fast. And I have a weapon. Like, I'm forgetting, like, all the basic details of what we're doing here. Worn great stuff. Yeah, I believe that's the one I'm going to give him. So I'll wait until after the fight, after he kills off both of those. Maybe they left because they weren't getting very good experience down here if everything's green. Hope I don't have to go down to the 3rd floor. That's very frightening. Although I do have my warrior. I can go get my warrior from High Pass. This is where he's sitting right now, and bring him down here and drag my corpse out if it really comes down to it. So I think I have a little bit more of a leeway there. Oh yeah, look how sexy that is. Maybe we'll find him another one. It's two-handed. We'll take it. We'll take it for now in case we got to make another one, but that's a greater skeleton. There we go. All right, I like this. Lesser mummy. Nah, I think I have like law undead or something, don't I? Ooh, what just came after? Somebody else. I was like, an ice bone. Holy crap! That's not gonna work for me. All right, let's take a second. Let me see. I have leech, which I don't think I have up, so let's go ahead and put leech up. So I have a shadow spell, heat blood, life draw, spook the dead, so I can make the dead afraid. Scent of dusk. I have no idea what that spell does, and that's it. So I have no law of the undead. Let me look real quick. I actually have the page up. So Scent of Dusk is a debuff, decreases fire, poison, disease, resist by 7 to 9. Sight Graft makes the viewer through the eyes of the summoned minion. That could be kind of fun to play around with. Leech deals 8 per tick for 6 to 9 ticks. Heals the caster for 8 per tick. And that's it. Evoke Shadows. That's my pet spell. Deadeye, Gather Shadows, Vampiric Embrace, Dark Empathy, Shadow Step. Nope, that was on level 8. Grim Aura lulls undead to reduce aggressiveness. So I do have something at level 4 called Numb the Dead. Actually, let's take a look at that one. Level 4. Numb the Dead. There we go. So that ideally is going to lull them. Let's get rid of our pet here. Don't need to summon another one of those during battle. Oh, this could be rough, guys. This is going to be at least 2 mobs that I can see. Maybe a third one behind that door. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try it. And just so you guys can see my stats, I believe charisma doesn't help, but my charisma is rather low, so. All right, perfect timing. Thank you for doing that now and not in like 10 seconds. Oh, holy crap. Run it. He's red. I don't even have gate up. What is wrong? Oh, don't fall down. Oh, no, and I need to get my... Holy crap, guys. And more mobs. Okay, fantastic. Where did a red ghoul come from? That's what I was afraid of. There's guys that would respawn and just come over here and spank me. I don't know if I like this zone anymore. We're not doing too hot. Holy crap. I killed like 2 mobs in the entire time we've been here. Okay, so my soloing skills are absolutely pathetic. Man, I don't... like, I could go to Oasis, and I know things would be easier there, because it's so simple to solo an Oasis. But I kind of like the challenge of this area. I want to go back in and try it again. Hopefully you guys will bear with me on this. I want to give this another shot. I think I can do better. We're just kind of starting to figure out our spells and get positioned to do that. That guy could not have attacked at a better time, is all I'm saying. If he had attacked like half a second later, chances are I would have had at least 2, maybe 3 mobs on me, and I would have been dead. I do believe I need to have gate up instead, just in case that happens again. I don't like training the zone, and I'm bound right here at the entrance, so I'd be able to gate, zone it out, and the mobs would kind of stay where they're at. So let's get rid of Leech. I don't think I need that up. We're going to put on our new pet spell. Give me a good one again. We did lose that weapon, but thankfully, you know, I have an extra one of those in reserve. Let's see. Let's come down here. We'll get everything set up. And it looks like the door is open. Not anymore. All right. Let's see. Level 15 monk. That's probably in there right now, killing those things. Blue. Let's get the door open. Yeah, she's in there now. Well, that sucks. Dang it. Well, let's look if the Shadow Knight is up. I don't want to jump past her. I don't want to be taking somebody else's camp. I think we're going to be heading to Oasis on the next episode. Large skeleton. No, thank you. Plague rat, so the who's my pet attacking? Really? These guys? Well, I mean, you're wiping the floor with him, I bet. Yeah, he's already done 21. Skeleton Lord is back up. He really wasn't that hard of a fight. And if he spawns that often, maybe we can make a thing out of it, you know, attacking that guy again and again. I'm gonna switch these 2 bags for now. I don't like having my my junk stuff put in there with actual good stuff. I'm gonna give it to my pet by accident, and that will not be a good day. Alright, so I think last time we used a little under 30% to kill this guy. So let's wait until the pet is full life. I'll get a little bit of mana while that goes on, and apparently sitting down is just gonna be like a no-go. Like that's not a good thing to do. Pet is taking a little bit of damage, probably from the putrid. No, I mean, you know, it's just 2 skeletons at once is why. Let's sit down and med up and get that up to full. We might have to heal him up. Not even close. He's already regenerating on his own. Okay, so yeah, I'm really digging the pet. I'm letting him do all the work, but I'm digging the pet. Is this thing... Actually, he's taking some damage. Let's heal him up. I think the large skeleton might actually be worth experience. We'll do one more heal on him, and then I'll throw a dot. Actually, that doesn't come back very fast. Almost dead. So let's do heat blood. A little bit of overkill, but I want that thing dead. I don't want to waste any more mana on heals if I don't have to. Come on. It's still putting the spells over here, the 17 heat blood, not over there in the corner. I did get experience off of that. I don't know if it was a lot, but I got experience. No, it wasn't really a lot, but the experience bonus in this zone is supposed to be good. Maybe I have to go to unrest, but still didn't go. What is wrong with this filter? Spells. Let's just go with spells all. And if it still doesn't go over there, then there's something going on. I have 76% mana. My pet's life is kind of low, so let's tell him to sit down. I think that makes him regenerate a little faster. We'll see, 52%, 57. Wow, he regenerates a lot faster than I do. I like it. We're going to get him up to about 80%, and then we're going to attack. He does have a dagger on him, which is kind of cool, too. Did I give the weapon to my pet already? It looks like I did. Let's go ahead and loot these while he is sitting down resting. I kind of like the look of the bowl, too. I don't know what it is about it, but when you're looking at it, dark elf necromancer with a bowl and eventually maybe some kind of glowing thing on his arm. That's kind of a cool look. And the Frogly Bonecaster robe doesn't look the same on all classes, but it looks pretty good on a dark elf. I like it. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. We're gonna kick this guy's butt again. Let's go with Engulfing Darkness. Yeah, it's still going to the other side, so that has nothing to do with spells. That entire tab of spell stuff has nothing to do with anything. Oh, crap. Okay, so I attacked a little bit too much. 3 spells, one right after the other. Not a good sign. There we go. Okay, so will he attack me if I sit down? Maybe. Nope, doesn't look like it. So 1 damage for Disease Cloud, that's why it was so cheap. 10 mana for 1 damage. And my pet's kind of low. It's kind of low. He may require a heal, so let's throw him a little heal right here. Get him up there, and he killed it. How much experience did I get? About 1/4 of a bubble? It's not great. Rusty Dagger. We'll take it. It's better than nothing. We'll have to get some food out of this. Yeah, why not? And you can hear those guys down there. My very first character was a Shadow Knight, and his name was Vila, or Villas, for V-I-L-A. And every time you'd get next to one of these ghouls that are down here, anywhere in the zone, especially at the Shadow Knight Guild, you had to pass 2 of them, it sounded like they were saying my name, which I thought they did for everybody who passed by. I ended up finding out that it's not the case. It just happened to, you know, kind of resemble the character's name a little bit. But let's see. Is he going to be able to handle all of that at his low life? Somebody casting on me? Somebody was casting on me. That's okay. That's a thing. Let's go ahead and heal him up. I'm playing him like a cleric. I gotta stop. I'm in the mindset of like, I gotta heal, instead of like, I should be like siphoning the life off of these or something. Like, I'm catching myself doing it the wrong way. And I still, like, even knowing this, I gotta heal the guy up. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We'll get there one day. I need a lot of help. Need a lot more research on this character before I'm even remotely qualified to be talking about how to solo with him. Let's see, how close to dead are you? 10%? Yeah, you don't need another heal. I need to get rid of that spell altogether. Healing my pet. Let's take the dark elf meat. And I guess we're going to kill the plague rat because he is a placeholder. We're going to wait a second. We're going to tell our guy to sit down. Let's see, anybody else in the zone? It looks like the monk left. So we'll kill the placeholder once my pet is back up to full. And we'll try the first to second floor area, that little nook that you have to go through the key floor, or key door, I should say, to get to. And we'll try that one more time and see how it goes. If that ghoul roams down there, I don't know what to do about that. He was red at level 13. Even if he was yellow, I don't know if we could take a yellow. We took an even, so maybe it might be possible, but the even was, I don't know, I think I have to like space out the dots a second or two from one another and maybe change the order in which I use them. Use like a lower level dot and then throw in a higher level dot and then use another lower level, holy crap, dot in there. So maybe I just have to work on the order of things before they won't come after me like that one guy did. Although it was kind of nice that he did, because he didn't do any damage to me and it took off some of the damage it was doing to the pet. So yeah, maybe not a completely horrible thing. Let's get rid of my pet, although that was like the downside last time. As soon as I get rid of my pet, things went bad. We're gonna put leech on because I like the sound of leech. It sounds interesting that it's actually a damage over time and it gives me life. And I believe in the future, once I have that one spell that actually takes my life away and gives me mana, I'll probably be using leech on a somewhat regular basis. That's kind of a cool little bedroom in there. No, I don't want to loot that. Stop doing that. Alright, let's go check out the floor. And if we get lucky, there might be a blue one out here. No, a wimpy skeleton. Okay, so the monk did kill everything in here, but I believe things should be respawning. Alright, this could be... Wow, the rat attacked me. And his... No, it's not blue. That's the pet. He's green, and he's almost dead. Well, I would throw a dot in there, but I think it'd be a waste of mana. So wait. Yeah, no experience on that one. It's weird that he attacked me, though. I didn't even sit down. Rat ears. They're not worth anything, but we'll take them. Plague rat. Ooh, a putrid skeleton. He might be worth experience, so we're going to go ahead and send in our pet. And we'll throw in Disease Cloud, low level. What damage? Yeah, buddy, look at that. I'm doing more than 50%. I guarantee it. No experience from that fight. Not a surprise. Let's get some bone chips. We used like half a stack of bone chips just coming into the zone with the pets that we already have. So I was thinking I'd be leaving with more than I used, but that's not the case so far. So I may have to do like 10 or 15 minutes of farming low-level skeletons before I head out in between this video and the next one, just to replenish my stock and then head over to Oasis and try out over there. Oh, man. I guess I'll have to get into the habit of snaring these things. So there's two... Ooh. Okay, there's three. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try a spell that we have access to that I have not tried before. And I am going to leave the guy with a pet alone, because that would be two guys I'd have to lull. And we're going to do Numb the Dead over here. No idea if it took or not. It wasn't a critical fail, so he didn't come after me. Yeah, that's exactly what I want right there. Let's do Disease Cloud and bring him out towards us. And we'll put him on the right mob. It looks like he's attacking the pet, though. Yeah, he's still attacking the pet, even though I told him to attack this mob right here. He does not want to switch. That may be a problem in the future if there's ever pets. Ugh, these guys are so low. I did resist, though. How much life does he have left? Well, he doesn't have very much life, so I'm going to use my leech spell on the next guy that we do. I'm going to see how long this lasts. So if they both come, we know it doesn't last that long. Alright, so 8 damage per tick, and it used how much? 72? That's pretty high, but it's another dot that we can throw into the mix. Man, that's like 6 dots already that we're able to use at this level. No experience off of that guy either. The room should be broken now. At least I got another bone chip. How you doing, skeleton? Yeah, it's not going to be worth experience either. And there it is right there. Leech. Still on. Only lasts, though, I guess, as long as the mob is alive. So there's no getting it on a very, very low-level mob and then killing it really quickly and not getting the rest of it off of it. There is a trick to that, though. I heard if you have a Authorchristopher beads, you can summon one of those little eyes. And if you siphon life off of that with a big spell that just takes, you know, a set of life, like 800 or, you know, 1,000 life of damage, and gives it to you, whether... Oof, okay, so there's 2 of them down here. Whether it has that much life to begin with or not, because it dies instantly, you still get all that life. So that's kind of a nice little trick right there. Okay, so I'm going to have you sit right here. Yeah, I want you over here. Now I am going to try to lull the Dreadbone, because, you know, trying to lull the other guy with 2 pet and a mob could be difficult. Of course, I could be doing that wrong. Probably am. I'm the dead. And it seemed like it worked. Seem is the opportune word there. Let's do Disease Clown and bring him up. There we go. So he's a little slow, actually. Took his time getting here. I'm going to go ahead and use a leech on this guy. It's going to give me even more aggro, but I believe since he is hitting me, I could probably use the extra damage on this guy. Pet is still... Yeah, okay, the pet is now finally on my target. Let's go ahead and put Engulfing Darkness on him. It's going to be more aggro, but I do not want this guy running away. Pet just... Yeah, he can't get it off of me, so we're just going to sit here and take it. And because I'm using a bowl, I can't even attack. So, like, I don't know if that's even something Necro's ever even considered doing. Because if you're in a fight and you're taking hits, that means less life that you can take away from yourself to give you mana. So I think in the long run, this is not going to be the way you normally do it. But to break an area, maybe it's acceptable. Maybe. Anyways, we'll see. Let's see, how's the pet doing? He's fine. He's doing just fantastic. One thing I do know about in groups, if you ever have to heal a pet, the pet meter, the pet bar under the person's life does not always show the actual life of the pet. I'm kind of curious as whether the pet info that you actually have as the owner of the pet is ever wrong, or if that is spot on, if you ever have to actually click on the pet yourself to find out what his life is. Wow, this Necro pet is still almost full life. Holy crap! Let's go ahead and Engulfing Darkness it, so it doesn't run away. Although I don't think pets do. I think they stay with their masters till the end. But now that his master's gone, I don't know how that's going to work with him. Let's see, 42. Let's get another dot on there. Something small. Poison Bolt should be good. That way I don't have to heal. Come on, kill him. There we go. And we got experience off of the pet, too. Wow, 2 for 1. I should have had this bar up the whole time, actually. Sorry about that, guys. But we're very close. Very, very, very close to 14. Let's see what this guy had on him. Oh, nice. So we can get some caster shoulders. I believe I have... That's my cloak. These are my shoulders. Yeah, so I do have better, but that's not too bad for a beginner necromancer coming here and trying to get some gear for himself. So let's get back up here. I'm going to tell my pet to sit down, and we're going to try the Dreadbones. This is actually a pretty nice spot right here. If I can just get these 2 mobs again and again and again, maybe throw in a third one if the room above me spawns some higher level guys, or maybe another one down the hallway that's not the ghoul, we could have a possibility of getting some pretty decent experience. Now, I'm not really hoping to get, like I said, constant kills with this guy, but I do want a good camp, a camp that pushes me to be better as a Necro, and not one like in Oasis, because I could have totally have gone to Oasis and random mobs roaming around, very few things actually aggro onto you if you don't get too far out there into the orcs or the giants, or even someone like the madman will jump on you from time to time. But if you just stay with the crocs, it's super easy. Like, anybody can solo out there. But I wanted a dungeon. I wanted something that had fixed camps. I had to break them. I would have to, use some tactics. And I believe I've gotten a little bit of a hang of this character now, but still, like, I think I'm a long way off. So I think we're going to take this guy on, and then we're going to go ahead and end the episode there. My pet is back up to full life. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now, I am going to pull him with a very low-level disease cloud, and hopefully my pet will be able to get it off me rather quickly. Let's give him a second. Yeah, there we go. So now he has aggro, and let me go ahead and throw on Engulfing Dark. Oh, that pet is that creature is dying fast. Look at that. He's already at 62%, and my pet is almost full. And now he's going down. Come on, you can do it. Actually, it slowed down there for a second, so maybe he gets some critical hits every once in a while from my pet, and maybe the other guy does the exact same thing. Ah, there we go. So beautiful. Disease Cloud. This is a good pull spell. I like that one. Alright, so we've got that. And guys, I definitely want to thank you for watching. I do apologize again for the missteps at the beginning. Yeah, the constant dying or almost dying, and the pet's not lasting very long, and me just not paying attention to things. I am going to mess around with my bars down here on the bottom while I met up and see if these guys will respawn for me, and see if I can figure out what actually moves those notifications over to the other bar, because that's where I want that. I want to be able to see what dots I have on him and when they wear off. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm AC Gamer. Till next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future, so if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.